Good morning, good morning. Right now we are on the train and we're going to Roskilde. We just bought and activated the Copenhagen card. Good morning, good morning. So today we woke up a bit earlier. From Copenhagen, basically there are a lot of trains going to the neighboring cities every couple of minutes, and it takes less than 1 hour to get there. So basically it's really well connected, and we just bought and activated the Copenhagen card, um, which includes like most of their museums and attractions and everything. And also you have public transport for the entire area, not just the city. Like even this train is included with the card. So there are like zones on the island where you can visit, and everything is included with the car. So it's a really good deal if you want to travel even outside of Copenhagen and you want to visit like a lot of museums and stuff. It adds up, and it makes a lot more sense to buy the card. So consider it. Right now we are on the train and we're going to Roskilde, one of their very important cities in Denmark. It's the place where they have the big cathedral, and they have all their royalties buried. So all the royal family is buried there. So we're gonna go and explore the cathedral. They have a couple of museums as well. Just gonna tell you about the Viking boat museum, something like that. And I told you a lot of Viking history going on. And there's also a music museum. So Eddie's gonna really enjoy that one. And we're just gonna walk around and see what else is going on. And that's what we are doing so far today.
They hold the festival, right? Where all those people in the field, they're drunk
Yes.
all the time.
Yes,
They're like
actually
throwing beer in the air.
each year.
This is where Bob Forrest climbed the scaffolding, and I think he jumped, or he tried to jump in the crowd.
I'm not sure about the history of the festival, but they do have a rock festival.
Yeah, it's like a famous one.
Yeah, in Roskilde.
The biggest ones in Europe, I think. I wanted to go a few times.
Okay, so
I'm not sure they're gonna have it this year, though.
well, I actually checked their website, and they might have it. They didn't say anything about not
Maybe they
holding
don't have
it.
a headliner, and if so,
Yeah.
I might be available.
But they're looking for volunteers to organize the event, and you can apply to be a volunteer even if you're not from here, can legally work in the country. They will accept volunteers from wherever you are. So, yeah. So we made it to Roskilde Cathedral, where the royals are buried. As you can see, it's a really big cathedral. They just opened like 30 minutes ago at 10 in the morning. It's already a bit crowded. Let's find the entrance and see what they have inside, because apparently it's really impressive. The cathedral is the most important church in Denmark, the official burial church of the Danish monarch, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Roskilde Cathedral has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1995. The kings and queens of Denmark will take you on a journey through 800 years of history, from Viking kings up to the Finnish funeral monument for Denmark's current queen. Constructed during the 12th and 13th century, the cathedral incorporates both Gothic and Romanesque architectural features in its design. The Roskilde Cathedral is a must-visit in Denmark, and it's only 25 minutes by train from Copenhagen Central Station. This red brick cathedral is considered one of Denmark's most important architectural monuments. We are done visiting the cathedral. It took us about 1 hour and a half.
It's a big one.
It's a big one, and they do have a lot of history going on here. So if you're into history, definitely, it's more of a museum. A lot of their royalties are buried here, the Danish royalties, and it's quite an impressive place to visit. Next, we are going to the
Viking thing?
The Viking Ship Museum. Yes, Eddie. The museum tells the story of how Vikings changed the world with their ships. Without ships, no Viking Age. 1,000 years ago, the Vikings sailed along the shores of Europe, up rivers and across the open
Eddie.
sea throughout
Apparently
the North
one of the
Atlantic
attractions here is to pay to row a boat.
Row your own Viking ship.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about it is when you're paying row your own Viking ship, there's a really slim difference between being the Viking and being the slave rowing the ship. That's all I'm saying.
The Viking Ship Museum possesses a large collection of authentic historical boats and reconstructions from all over Scandinavia. The Viking Ship Museum has a long tradition of Viking ships reconstructions and boat building.
This is Eddie being a Viking. Arr. He's embracing his new lifestyle.
And also collects boats of interest from all over Scandinavia. The boat collection at the museum now comprises
Be a Viking
of
without
more than
knowing
40
how to
vessels
tie
and is constantly building
knot.
new ships by original methods as part of experimental archaeology learning process. It is possible to follow or engage in the shipbuilding process right here. The Viking Ship Museum is built around 5 original Viking ships from Roskilde. The 5 original Viking ships were excavated nearby in 1962. Around the year of 1070, 5 Viking ships were deliberately sunk at Roskilde in Roskilde Fjord in order to block the most important fairway and to protect Roskilde from an enemy attack from the sea. They are part of a global story about ships, people, and things on voyages. Another interesting museum to stop by in Roskilde is Ragnarock Museum, which is basically a rock pop museum with all kinds of music things. They also have some sort of game of scavenger hunt. I don't know. We're gonna find out as we go around the museum. Basically, we're here because Eddie is, well, not the greatest light, but Eddie's like a huge music fan. He's like a walking encyclopedia of the history of music, and he's also a music blogger, in case you haven't noticed by now. It just fits his perfect personality. Beer drinker and rock listener. This is Eddie. Also, he looks just quite just like the Danish people around. Basically, they all share the same beer color, the same hair,
Love of beer.
right? And the same love for beer, obviously. Let's go see what the museum has for us. There's Eddie everywhere.
This is what they give kids to get them to go on drugs.
here and feel your way through the history of rhythmic music from the 19th rock and roll to the 80s pop culture to today's wild rhythms and get an idea of tomorrow's music scene. Ragnarock is the museum for pop, rock, and youth culture. Formerly known as Denmark's Rock Museum, this is Denmark's national contemporary cultural history museum with a focus on music and youth culture. Come on, Eddie, it's time to pick the genre for our band.
We create an electropunk.
Electropunk.
Create a genre. One of the most important decisions is what did you do with us?
The museum tells the story of the development of Danish rock, pop, and youth culture from the 1950s onwards, told through sound, images, objects, and symbols. Throughout the year, the museum holds a large number of events and hosts new special exhibitions.
And these are like their biographies.
So, right now this is what is it called? I'm building a model of my Roskilde festival, music festival. Basically, these are the people. These are the people. Yeah, so I have like
That's the stage.
the stage, and I think these are the stands, or maybe these are the stands, or maybe both are the stands. Who knows? The thing is, we need to get the people drunk first of all. So we put a lot of stands all over, and then we put the people. They need to see the festival. So basically, they're gonna be here around the stage, and these two, they are waiting to go like here. Yeah. Everybody, everybody needs to put here. Now we need to give them drinks here. Yeah, a lot of drinks.
Where are the bathrooms though?
Bathrooms, yes. Maybe these are the bathrooms. Maybe those are the bathrooms. There's no legend to this thing. Wait.
You can say whichever one's the bathroom. We'll trust you. Where are you putting it? Yeah.
I don't know. I need to make sure people have the drink here. And then maybe this is a breath. I don't know. What is this?
I think those are buildings that you can't move.
Yeah, some things you cannot move.
So,
but
okay, but the people are behind the stage. Yeah.
well, they don't fit in front of the stage. Some of them fit, some don't. But they don't go at the stage all the time. It's a festival. Some go around the trees because it's sunny. It's very hot. Some go here. Some I don't know. It's like that.
Good job. I hear Rage Against the Machine in the back.
At Ragnarock, you get the story of roaring youth generations that through different times creates its own culture and communicates through music and has huge impact on society. Where is Ragnarock Museum? Where else if not in Roskilde's Rock City, the district musicon, just a stone's throw from the famous Roskilde's festival permanent location. The daring architecture, both externally and eternally, emphasizes the history and atmosphere that the museum conveys.
James Rasmussen, som var sanger i
I don't know the song. No.
Can you film it? Will you sing it?
It's okay.
So the scavenger hunt, yeah, we got 7 out of 11 because the amps go to 11 here, right?
Yes, and 7 out of 11, we are hit makers.
It's not terrible. It's not.
So we just got out of the music museum, rock museum. What's it called?
It's
Rock.
it's called like the Ragnarock festival, but it's like the Roskilde
Festival.
Museum, right?
And I think Eddie is beyond excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I don't show it, but yeah, I dug it. I liked it.
You liked it, right?
I liked it. I had no idea that Roskilde has been going since like the early 70s. I only knew like from the 90s. But it's very impressive, and it's very inventive what they did. They had a lot of what do you call them? Interactive museum.
It's an
exhibits.
interactive museum for rock music fans, and everything is basically also in English and in Danish.
And you know what's also cool? They promote a lot of their own Danish music, which makes you curious to like go home and listen to it, because they do a good job
so
showcasing it.
do you recommend a visit to the museum
we
here?
walked through the scorching summer heat in Denmark, if you can believe it, but it was worth it. It was even if you don't really like music, it's just so interactive that yes, come and see it.
Come and visit it.
And
Especially-
go next year when the Roskilde Festival will be happening.
Hopefully,
It will be.
yeah, because they celebrate 50 years of the festival, so the festival is getting quite a name for itself, and next year is going to be the year they will finally get to celebrate this magical number. Okay.
Pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and also it looks really amazing. Like, I've never seen a building, a museum looking like this, so it's kind of impressive.
This is a 1,000-year-old city that is a must-see for everyone and anyone with an interest in history, architecture, and Vikings. With its picturesque location by the fjord and its rich history heritage, Roskilde is a perfect day trip from Copenhagen. Then we had to go back to Copenhagen, and obviously we went out for a beer. Thank you for watching our video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in our next video.